Today's lesson is all about how to get rid of some of your excessive arm moves in your golf swing and how to get your body a little bit more involved. If you're able to do that, you will be able to be more consistent, more powerful, and that's basically what everybody wants, right? To be more consistent and hit the ball longer. So if you want to get both of those things, make sure you stay tuned for the whole video today, and we will teach you how to use your body more and get your arms a little bit less active or more passive. If you are brand new to our channel, make sure you subscribe. That way you'll see our future videos, especially if you hit the bell button, you'll get the notification when we post our next video. And if you enjoy our content, give us a thumbs up. If you have any comments, you can leave those down below. So how do we get our arms to move less and our body to move more? Well, in the beginning, it's kind of hard because most of us sit at a desk. We don't really do a whole lot of stuff that requires rotation. And that's all golf is a lot of rotation. So the first thing that we have to do is we have to kind of introduce how do we rotate better in our golf swing. So the first thing you're going to kind of do, it's kind of a trick, is you can take a glove or you can take a head cover, anything. You're going to put them underneath both arms, or you can kind of tuck your shirt in, and you're going to feel like they're kind of stuck to your side. So in the beginning, you're going to feel like they're kind of stuck to the side, and as you turn back, you have to feel like the club still points at your belly button. But the reason you're turning is not because you're pushing your arms across your chest, it's because everything's kind of plastered to your side, you're sucking your arms together, and everything's turning just because your chest is turning. And you'll notice if you turn your chest, it'll get to a certain degrees of turn, all right? Usually we're looking for like 45 degrees. It doesn't have to be that. Some will be able to turn less, some will be able to turn more, all right? But you'll get to a certain point where your hips kind of catch and they will start to turn with you, which is one of the beauties of turning your body rather than pushing your arms across your body. All right, so we want that, feel like it's pointing right at you, arms are stuck to the side, and you're just going from here to here to start off with. Hips are turning, body's turning, everything feels connected to start off with. Now the tricky part of trying to get your arms out of your golf swing is that we don't want them completely out of your golf swing. So we're going to take our first step there, and then we're going to add a second step. And so as your arms are stuck to your side, we're going to try to get your wrist to set up and through the air. Okay, so you can see my arms are still stuck to my side, but now my wrists are setting. So I took that club another 2 feet back. I didn't push my arms across my chest. I didn't get all armsy with the golf swing. All right, and so that's what we're kind of looking for. Now, if you really struggle with turning, right, because I know everybody's not going to turn as much as me or maybe more than me, but one thing that you can do is, even if your arm is still stuck to your side here, you can let it bend a little bit more if you want to make it a little bit bigger. We just don't need it to become something that's completely overactive and hard to handle. Step, all right, understandably, being more connected, your swing might be shorter, just because if you lack some of the flexibility, you're not going to create a full swing feeling connected, because a lot of us can bend our right arms, bend our arms weird, get the club to the top, not turn a whole lot, and just try to slap at it with the golf club, and you're watching this video because you don't want to do that anymore. So you're going to get that turn, going to set the wrist, and then from there, you're going to just try to get just a little bit more hip turn, a little bit more chest turn, but okay? So your club might stop short of parallel, your arms might feel like they're very close to your body for the first time, or just feel a little bit different. Okay, but that's what we need to do. Now, if your hips are super stuck and they don't like to turn, you can check and make your stance a little bit more narrow. It doesn't matter, right? As long as you're not falling off balance. I wouldn't say put our feet together, but instead of having a stance of that, you can make it a little bit more narrow, almost like a pitching stance. Okay, so take that club back, everything's stuck. And with that narrow stance, you're able to turn just a little bit more. All right? The way you determine how wide your stance wants to be for this, if you're trying to get more connected, your stance should be as wide as it becomes for you not to fall off balance. That's about as simple as it gets. All right? So here's my idea of a very compact, simple golf swing. Now, I don't typically swing that way because it is compact, it is narrow, it doesn't go as far as I need it to go at the level that I play at, okay? But if we're just trying to hit the ball more consistently, we've got to get the arms out of it. Now, to start creating a little bit more power, you can add a little bit more freedom to your arms, right? Because we want the arms to have freedom down into impact. So once you get good at that, you can try to maybe feel like your arms are a little bit further away from you. Still want it to be connected, but this is the best way for you to start to be most successful, to get rid of that first move of pushing the arms across the chest. That is a death move in golf, okay? Because it's across the chest, over the top, and if you don't get a very big shoulder turn, because this is one of the things that we're concentrating on, is shoulder turn, right? That helps create hand depth, and that helps us shallow at the club. So if you are just pushing your arms across, you're probably going to be an avid slicer for some time, right? So make sure you get that compact arm close to your body takeaway, set the wrist, feet a little close together, and then just add a little extra turn, right? And then you can make modifications from there on your backswing to help you possibly hit the ball further. Just make it as simple as you can. We don't want our arms, that swing where it's just that, because it's not only do you fall off balance, but there's just no consistency. All right, so that's what we want to do.